Well, it's 24 degrees. It's spitting snow. It's windy. You know, not my favorite conditions. I'm in the warmth of my vehicle, trying to convince myself to get outside, get some stretching in, some warm-ups, and get some driving work in. It shouldn't be hard to find the motivation to get out there. As a disc golfer with a purpose, my main focus is always going out and playing the best that I can for the individuals and the organizations that I'm playing for. Another motivation that I have is any time I didn't make the cut, or any time I missed it by a stroke, I can find so many things that I did wrong that are fixable, not things that are outside of my skill set, my abilities. I don't need to find that much motivation to get out today and practice in conditions that I'm not a fan of. The people I play for, the organizations I play for, as a disc golfer with a purpose, that's all the motivation that I need. My focus today is distance drives. I want to keep the disc straight, and I want them to fly as far as they can. That's it. Today is it's always about accuracy, but it's not about an end point. Today it's about sheer distance, but keeping the disc inside of the fairway. I'm not working on driving power and distance as much this off season as I have in the past, because that hasn't been what's cost me. It's second shots or reachable pins off of the tee that are areas that I can fix now. It's time to get outside and let it fly. Well, I just got done with my first driving practice in a couple of weeks. I've really focused on my fairway game, accuracy, lines, ever since the holiday showdown. I'm not expecting to gain a lot of distance. Obviously, I've said that before. But it was a good practice. You know, the important thing to me in a driving practice is that I hit my lines. Just like I want to do in a fairway practice, but I'm able to hit my lines while putting everything I have into it. You know, was it a perfect driving practice tonight? No. I turned a few shots over with it getting so cold outside. I'm having a few grip issues. My hands get really dry. I'm trying a few different things with grips, so I had a few grip blocks and a few slip outs, but all in all, in the grand scheme of things, my disc was ending up within what would be considered a fairway width. So I'm not disappointed at all about that practice. I'm tired, maybe a little under the weather. It's about midnight. I don't want to be down here. Tomorrow morning, it's going to be snowing, cold, windy. I don't want to be out there. I can whine later. I don't have time for it right now. Well, here I am. This is one of my favorite places to practice. You know, it's large. This park is huge. It's got trees everywhere. I can come up with whatever line I want. Hyzers, anhyzers, rollers, flicks, whatever it is, I can throw it. It's a long park too. I can't throw out of it. I'm no Paul Macbeth. It's cold. I don't want to be out here. I've got work to do, and this is my chance to get a leg up on the competition. It's time to get after it. I think it's safe to say that practice was one of the more difficult ones that I've ever had to put myself through. You know, sometimes I sit back and wonder, is there a point in time where you just give in to the conditions? And sometimes you just have to come to the realization that no matter what the stability of your disc is, the winds just might be a little bit too great. I don't know, I watch the best players in the world handle it. So that right there tells me, well, it can be done. So I just have to figure it out. I like to tell myself that getting out in conditions like tonight prepare me for later on down the road, especially in those early season tournaments in February and March, and the late season tournaments in October and November, where the winds pick up and it's cold, it's wet. They're not favorable conditions. You know, some people don't get out and put the work in when the weather isn't favorable to them. They're cheating themselves. But that's okay. That just closes the gap between them and myself. You know, the drive to succeed is a powerful thing. Some people have it. Some people don't. To me, that drive is what gets me out into these elements. I'll be out in the middle of a heavy snowstorm, a thunderstorm, windy days, calm days, it doesn't matter. My drive to succeed is strong. And I won't cheat myself.